Hello, my name is Zach Ruff, and this is from a marketing management class here at Gardner Webb. And what I'm going to talk about in this video is I'm going to be talking about my target city, who I'm trying to target, my SWOT analysis, and I'm also going to bring up my pricing and distribution strategy. So for my target city is Kansas City, Missouri, which is the Midwestern United States. And the person or let's pull them up here. So this is someone who would likely be in the target market. So this guy right here, and this is about a 25 to 40-year-old male, lives in the suburban area of Kansas City, maybe has a wife, 3 kids. The average income for a resident in Kansas City is about 45,000. With him, he's going to be making, I think, close to 60,000 because he works for the Kansas City Royals, and he works in baseball operations / facility operations and so forth. One of the things he likes to do is he likes to go down to the Power and Light District in downtown, uptown Kansas City. If you don't know what the Power and Light District is, it is a 9-block neighborhood full of many different venues, restaurants, a lot of social events that go on down there, such as like concerts, like Mardi Gras. I think they just had Mardi Gras not too long ago, or I think a couple days ago actually. And it is a lot of stuff that goes on, and he seems to be interested in that. And one of the reasons why he would more than likely purchase this product is because it is a sports drink, and he does love sports. He loves all kinds of sports. He's actually a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. He was at the Super Bowl. When was it? Like a couple weeks ago, actually. And obviously, he was born for Kansas City. He wore his Pat Mahomes jersey. So there's that. But yeah, I feel like he would definitely strongly purchase this drink because I think it does fit his personality. He's all about sports, and also he loves going to the gym, so he definitely get a drink to fuel himself, replenish his electrolytes, and allow him to stay hydrated. So I feel like this would be a perfect drink for him. And so, other than who I'm trying to target, let's talk about my SWOT analysis for the product. So my SWOT analysis for this project. So a list of strengths talks about like brand awareness. Definitely want to have a brand awareness out there. I feel like my brand is unique and interesting. It's something you've never seen before. And also along with brand awareness, we're going to talk about how the product contains like high quality, and we're also going to talk about how this competes with a whole bunch of other competition, like price wise. Like, for example, like say mine would be like $1.50, Gatorade's $1.99, Propel's $1.83. Just competes well at prices for the competition. And also, we're going to be going mobile with the social media. So we're going to be on like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, any other like social media devices out there. And it's also going to be convenient and easily tangible. So it's only 16 ounces, so it's not going to be like hard to lift or drink or anything like that. And especially for like a 25 to 40-year-old male, I highly doubt that's hard for them. Some of the weaknesses that my product has, it has a low customer awareness. The reason being is because we're still new, we're still young and upcoming, and we're definitely going to try to target a lot of the customers that I just showed you, and definitely try to get the name out there, and so we can bring in more customers and consumers. Few flavor options. So right now we only have like one flavor, and along the way we're going to definitely try to update and upgrade and try to figure out a whole bunch of new flavor options, and maybe even create some, who knows. Another one is like we're new to the market, so we're definitely trying to figure out what our target actually is. Like we just gave you an example of who we're trying to target, but the target could change along the way. We're definitely going to keep targeting in Kansas City, but it could be a different target like 2 years from now. You never know. It keeps updating or upgrading. With my product, it has some components of sugars and carbs, and a lot of the health nuts out there they kind of shy away from that because they want to stick to a more healthier drink or a more healthier like routine. So they try to shy away from the sugars and carbs, and like a lot of health conscious people, they try to shy away from the not healthy stuff. I mean, not saying it's not healthy, but it's just like they try to watch what their sugar intake is. For the opportunities for my brand, expansion is a huge opportunity. Like we just based in Kansas City. Imagine like going all 50 states. You know, that'd be great. Another opportunity is like innovation of new flavors and ingredients. Like we only have one flavor right now. Maybe we could innovate and create a whole brand new flavor never heard of, or come up with some ingredients that are never going to drink. You know, never know what happens. For research and development, that's an opportunity as well, because we definitely want to do our research on certain like competitors or certain ingredients and flavors, and try to do whatever it takes to upgrade our product or our market, and just try to do what it takes to outlast the competitor and make our product stand out more and develop. And definitely want to target like athletic endorsements, new sports and athletes, because Kansas City, we hold 3 major league teams. So we got Major League Soccer team and Sporting FC, Sporting KC, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City Royals. And we also have a lot of minor league teams like minor league hockey, minor league baseball, soccer, and we also have, I think, an arena football league. So I thought that was pretty cool. So we definitely want to target those so they can like bring in more money, bring in and also give them a little bit of exposure as well. So definitely try to get the brand out there and targeting those athletes or sports or even teams. The threats, there are always going to be potential threats. One of them has to do with like the competition of like such as Gatorade, Powerade. Those are some top tier brands, and they're definitely going to be a competition with us and Body Armor and Propel, Vitamin Water, so on. Another threat is that some people like to do the healthy alternative. They, like I said, they shy away from the sugars and carbs, and they definitely want to just switch to water or switch to something that has no sugar or no carbs whatsoever. Also, with that, sports and athletes have already been targeted by like Gatorade or Powerade. You know, like those are definitely off the market, and Gatorade and Powerade are still going to strive to get all the athletes and all the endorsements they can, so they can make more money and get their name out there. Also, the premium products, they're going to be on the rise. So like, yeah, we have a premium product, but just as any premium product, they're always hungry and young, and they are waiting for their chance to get their name out there. So those are definitely going to be some competitors out there. And I always wanted to bring this up because we talked about the healthy alternatives, and we definitely lack green. Like Naked, they have a drink that's strictly greens. I think maybe a little fruit, but like it's just like strictly greens. I think they call it the green machine. And a lot of like health conscious people, they tend to go to that one because, you know, it's a whole lot more healthier, and they definitely want to live that healthy lifestyle. So that's something that would be a threat to us. So, there we go. And so a company or a brand that is like somewhat similar is Body Armor. And Body Armor is just like us because it's still young, it's still upcoming. A lot has taken place with Body Armor. Some of their strengths includes like athletic endorsements. It's also a healthy sports drink, somewhat. They are similar with us with the online marketing strategy. They definitely tend to go to social media or definitely have an online marketing presence somewhere. They have, I think, their own website, and definitely has a link to get to it. The product has great quality, and they definitely have loyal customers. So that's definitely great to have when it comes to a new upcoming product. They're going to have some loyal customers to keep that brand going, or to keep buying that brand so they can generate more revenue. Some of the weaknesses is that it's a small retailer compared to all the other competitors in the market. You know, it's definitely smaller than like Powerade and Gatorade. So it's just like us. Like, you know, we're still new and upcoming. Another one is it has a lot of sugar in it. Yeah, it can be a kind of a healthy alternative, but the sugar is just, it has a lot of sugar. So definitely the health conscious people are going to like shy away from those. There are flavors, but there's no fruit whatsoever. I think there's like flavor additives or fruit additives, but no 100% fruit. Some of the opportunities that arise with Body Armor is like many athletes want to be a part of Body Armor because one is new and young and upcoming, and a lot of athletes and a lot of teams look for that new, young, and hungry sponsor or brand so they can promote themselves and make a name for themselves. And also Body Armor is owned by Coca-Cola, which everybody knows Coca-Cola, and they definitely have a name for themselves there. Also, it is a premium sports drink, so it's along with ours, and they can definitely up the market with them being premium. Some of the threats they have, though, is they are big rivals with Vitamin Water and Gatorade and so forth. And Gatorade is a whole lot is up here, really. They have a list of nutrients. It's like a long list of nutrients. Some healthy, some non-healthy, like the sugars. Also, one of their big threats is imitation. I think it's like a big threat with any company, any brand really, is an imitation, because you don't want, let's say, there's Body Armor, and then somebody comes out with Armor Body, like nobody wants to imitate her. So that's definitely a lot that goes into the SWOT analysis for my product, and so a product that is a little similar to mine. And then also there is going to be a differentiation factor. Now, bless me. So when it comes to differentiation factor, excuse me, there is going to be 4 factors, and those factors I've chosen are, if I can pull this up, there we go. It's going to be innovative, strong, quality, and price. Okay, and when you think about innovative, you're thinking about something that's going to like blow their socks off. Be creative, and the scale is going to be from like boring to somewhat creative to dang, I've never seen that before. And we're definitely going to be on that spot on the spectrum of the middle, like creative and dang, never seen that before. Strong is definitely going to be talking about the brand bag, how strong it can be. So we're going to go from like weak to somewhat normal and very strong. And I feel like with our brand name, I feel like it can be a huge value if we play our cards right. Quality, we definitely offer high quality. So it's going to be from low quality to great quality. And we definitely fall between the spectrum of great quality and but more on the lines of great quality. Price, we definitely want to have a competitive price, but we also don't want to be too expensive or too competitive. So we can be either cheap to affordable to expensive. And again, we're going to follow right between the lines of affordable and expensive. Maybe a little bit more on the side of expensive, so because we can offer competition, but we can also hold back as well. And so what we do have, I have a position map right here, and the asterisk is where we are. Right here. Okay, now you can see it. Let me kind of turn this way. All right, as you can see, the asterisk, is where we are, and the intervals are expensive to cheap to low quality to great quality. And I feel like when it comes to the price, we definitely want to be like somewhat in the middle, maybe lean more to the expensive side, so we can be a little bit more more than cheap, but not too expensive. We definitely want to be on that median so we can have the competitive advantage, but also like make a good deal out of it too. And when it comes to quality, we definitely want to offer great quality, but when it comes to like our competition, it's just like when it comes to names like the Dirty Lemon, I thought that they offered a lot of good things, and like Gatorade, it's Gatorade. It's hard to beat that. So I feel like definitely we're going to take the advantage of all the other competition and do what we can to stand against like the powerhouse like Gatorade or Powerade. And the other, I gotta turn this around so I can. And the other one is talks about the innovative side and the strong brand value side. So what I have here is again the asterisk is, if you can see, is right there. It's I feel like it's up top close to the never. I haven't seen that before because again the brand is like my last name is something I honestly think you've never seen before. I mean obviously you've seen people use their names, but like with the name like mine, I just feel like wow, that's pretty new and unique. And if somebody has used my name as a brand, then definitely let me know because I can look into that, see if I can do something about that. And also with the brand value, it goes from weak to strong. I feel like we have a strong brand value because it is a brand that looks unique, that looks, sounds, and is unique. And I feel like that brand value is going to definitely help us out in the long run. So let me go back to, oh, don't do that. Okay, all right. And so right now we're going to be talking about the pricing and distribution strategies. So it took a lot to think about what we're going to price this product. So I have here my pricing strategy. So we're going to talk about the perceived value, the pricing of your actual real competitor, and the actual price that I myself have selected. So out of the prices, we're definitely going to look at well, if I can pull it up here. Man, oh man. Searching. There we go. I was over here like, dang, where's it at? So my perceived value price I chose as like $1.45. And the prices of the other drinks like Body Armor is $1.24. I actually looked at these through like the Walmart online, and then the Ingles right down the street. So like Body Armor is gonna be like $1.24 of 16 ounces. So that's like 7.75 cents per ounce. Propel is $1.38, which is 8.63 cents per ounce. Then you got Bottom Water, which is $1.79, and then you got Gatorade is $1.99, and Powerade with $1.75. So, and the thing of difference was Bottom Water and Gatorade was 20 ounces, and Powerade 16 ounces, and Propel is 16.9 ounces. So I think those three were like the only difference makers. But with ours being 16 ounces, we're going to have ours as 145 with 16 ounces and 9.06 cents per ounce. But our perceived value is that $1.45. The price based on the competition is going to be $1.70 because if you take a look at like Gatorade and Powerade, they're like $1.75, $1.99. Vital Water was $1.79. So like I said, I definitely, when it comes to the price range, I definitely want to meet in the middle, but also kind of go to like the more expensive side, so you can actually have a little bit of competition. You can have that competitive edge, and not be too cheap, but not to be too expensive at the same time. But my new price I'm just going to like cut it even, base it at like $1.50. Because it's definitely going to be between the perceptive value and the price based on the competition. Because you definitely want to meet in the middle. Well, I want to meet in the middle and not be too cheap, not be too expensive, but also have that competitive advantage of the certain competition, or almost all competition. So, and also when it comes to the quality of it and the quality and the price, then they all just match up together, and then you get the good market. Now, oh man, I have a lot here. And when it comes to creating those prices, you definitely want to find a distributor. So the distributor I chose, I keep saying we, but I chose is a distributor called Gray Eagle. So it's like Gray Eagle Distributors. when I looked up the distributors, excuse me, by the way, when I looked up the distributors in Kansas City, all of them were, all the distributors were alcohol based. So they would be distributing like, beer, wine, spirits, all of that. And I felt like I didn't need that to help with my drink because, mine's just a regular energy drink or sports drink. So why would I want to get a distributor that functions primarily on alcohol? So when I looked up Grey Eagle, where are you at? Where are you at? Grey Eagle. I passed it. When I look up Grey Eagle, they do more than just like, alcohol and spirits and wine and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's hard to really find a distributor that was in Kansas City. So I had to look on, I think maybe the outskirts of Kansas City, which was like in Maryland Heights and Aston, Missouri. And so the reason I chose this one was because I looked at the many different products. They did a whole lot more stuff than alcohol. They did like waters, energy drinks, sodas, juices. They did like almost the works of drinks. And I'm like, okay, well, I need that. Because honestly, like a lot of the distributors I looked up, mainly alcohol, mainly beer, spirits and wines. And I was like, well, I got to look a little bit outside of Kansas City. So I had to look up this one that was in Maryland Heights in Missouri. And honestly, another reason why I chose this was because they said that they were, the website I looked up from Grey Eagle, they were one of the largest wholesalers in the Midwest. So I'm like, okay, largest wholesaler, that's good. The name's going to spread, it's going to help my brand. So I thought that'd be a good idea to have, supposedly the largest wholesaler in the Midwest, and we are in the Midwest region. So it kind of win-win situation here. So I felt like that'd be a good idea to have. Let's see. And also when we talk about the 6 retailers, with Kansas City, you have like a lot of retailers, especially in the Power and Light District, like so many restaurants, so many venues, and so on. But here's a few that I chose. I definitely chose, where is it at? Is the Arrowhead Stadium, which is the stadium in Kansas City for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're an American football team. We play in the NFL. And I feel like that would be a great venue because, it's sports, and sports, it just clashes. And I feel like that'd be a great place, a great start. And it could just like work itself through like the players, the athletes, same thing. The players, the coaches, general management, and try to get that name in there, try to make it a family name to Arrowhead Stadium. So I thought that'd be pretty interesting to have. And another venue I thought to put was the City Gym KC. City Gym KC is like it's like the YMCA here. Like it's like what's a North Carolina gym? It's like I don't know. I can't think of a North Carolina gym right now. But it's like the local gym that people in Kansas City go to. They have great morals and values, and with it being a gym and with what my mission statement has to say about my drink, I feel like that'd be a great spot for my brand and the people who are working out or people who are like taking like classes or even teaching over there or even working. They see the mission statement, they see the brand, and they're thinking, okay, I like this brand. I want to fuel myself, get replenished, get Ruff. There you go. And another venue I have chosen is one of the colleges. It's called the University of Missouri in Kansas City. I feel like this would be good along with like the professional sports. I definitely want to look in the collegiate level because a lot of brands do make it in the collegiate level and a lot of brands make it professionally. So who knows, it could start collegiately, move its way up, you never know. And I feel like this could be great for athletic program. Say for example, like Gardner Webb, we're sponsored by Under Armour. We have a lot of sponsors with different teams, and having Ruff as like the sponsor for the football squad or the basketball squad on the college, that could definitely get our name out there, get the athletes to start using our product, using our name, and maybe work its way up to somebody in the big leagues. And you just never know. And I think that'd be great, and it definitely could boost up the sports revenue at the college, and definitely boost up the revenue for Ruff. So, and I know it said name 3, but I named here's 4. A place called the Sprint Center. Now, the Sprint Center is basically the Spectrum Center for Kansas City. Like, Spectrum Center is in Charlotte. They have the Sprint Center. And the Sprint Center actually opened up in October 10th, 2007. And the first event they had, like the first concert, was Elton John. I had to think about that. The first concert was Elton John. And I mean, that's the first concert. That's pretty big. And I thought that was pretty cool. And they use the Sprint Center for concerts. They use the Big 12 basketball championships there. They do other sporting events like what's it called? Like professional bull riding, monster trucks. A lot of concerts. They do a lot of concerts on there, and they do like ice skating, like Disney on Ice, so and so on Ice. Just many different things that go on in the Sprint Center. And with all these activities going on, I feel like it'd be great to have the product in there, because what great way to watch entertainment than just drinking regular sports drink or beverage in general. And it could happen to be mine, so I feel like it'd be pretty cool to reach out to the customer and reach out to the entertainment value. So that'd be pretty interesting to see. Man, I'm exhausted. But yeah, like I said, I feel like the SWOT analysis is there, the target city is there, and the target person is there. I feel like the price and distribution strategy is great. It comes together, and I feel like it's great for Kansas City, and it's also going to be great for my brand. And just look forward to seeing how it turns out, and we'll just get the ball rolling. Thank you.